Well, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. This is Karen, my business partner. Karen, say hi.
Hi there. Good morning to everybody. We're enjoying our morning coffee and our
Yes.
chat. It's kind of a great morning.
Yes,
Monday morning.
it's an interesting morning because we've had like the last 5 days have been sunny, and now we woke up to this kind of cloudy. It makes me want to get back in bed.
I know it's kind of dreary. Like, oh, I need some warm, beautiful sunny
It was
weather.
like misting on the car this morning. I was like, is it raining? Oh, it's just mist. It's just crazy.
I know after such a gorgeous sunny weekend, like beach weekend.
Oh, I know.
That was
It
great.
felt like summer.
You were by the poolside.
I was by the pool. I was at the beach. I was at Big Beach. I mean, we were all over the place. It was sunny, so we were out. I already got sunburned.
So I guess it's okay. It's Monday morning. It's a little cooler, a little drearier, but that's okay. Mondays are all right. That's
Right.
all right.
So we wanted to talk to you guys. There has been a lot of hype on social media and in the news. Everybody's freaking out about this new loan level pricing.
But don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
freak out.
What are you so worried about? So we got the rundown from one of our great friends and lenders,
One of our
Greg,
trusted lenders.
at American Pacific Mortgage. And he was like, I don't think it's going to make a big deal.
He didn't even think it was newsworthy. He
Yeah.
was like, wow. So all the, the hype and all the stuff we're hearing and everybody's, YouTubes or little glitches on social media, kind of like overreacting maybe.
Yeah. So basically, when you go and get a loan, there's not a set interest rate that's the rate for everybody. It has to do with all these different factors. And you've got to take into consideration the term of the loan, the pricing, the credit score, all these different things. And when it comes down to it, you may know your interest rate, but you don't necessarily know all the other fees and costs that are associated with the mortgage. When they say closing costs, you just kind of put it in a lump sum. All that stuff is just sort of together. But, there are little adjustments here and there that are based on all kinds of different things. So
even
you're really
we were
not even going to
talking-
know.
We were sharing this morning with our lender that, most people just care about the interest rate and the payments like that. That's all they care about.
Right.
But there's so much more, like Natalie was just explaining. I think that our lender even said there were like 30 different points of information that you have to input into finding somebody a loan and having it all, kind of balance out, because every little detail is important. Even how long you want to stay in a property. All these little factors measure up, and then that's how they kind of figure out the best pricing, which is what they're trying to figure out, the best pricing for your loan, and what kind of loan is the best loan for you.
So if the pricing doesn't seem all that different to you, you're not going to know if one little thing went up $5 and one little thing went down $5 and one it just sort of all balances out. So if you can afford the monthly payment, buy a house. If you can't afford the monthly payment, don't buy a house.
Absolutely. And we were talking a little further about even interest rates improving. And here, as we head into May, there's all kinds of reports coming out next week that are very vital and very important to the whole industry, the whole lending industry, and to you as borrowers. And they look pretty good. Like, we're expecting some good numbers, which relate and trickle down into improving interest rates. So on top of that and everything else, we're kind of looking at a pretty good summer.
Right. I mean, even if those tiny little costs go up, maybe your interest rate comes down, and so then the monthly payment is the same,
Or even better, improved.
Exactly.
And what does the end of summer look like then? But then that brings up another key point that you just mentioned. Then it kind of comes a free-for-all when these rates kind of really improve to that point, and now you're out there vying for other buyers for those properties. So really, it's like Natalie said, if you can afford the payment now, it's comfortable, snag the property. Snag the property, make your best deal on it, get the property, because you can always refi. That's always...
Right. You can always refinance. I remember when refinancing was hitting an all-time high during the pandemic. My mom refinanced like every 3 months.
So did I. That's just the thing you do.
Right.
You're always watching for better numbers for everything.
Right.
It's not like you sit there for 30 years. People, come on. Call your real estate agent. We can help you and guide you. But you're right. We all got it in the mix, and we so improved our rates. So, it's an ongoing relationship and process.
I know my mom had these guys on speed dial. She'd be like, so do you have any better rates for me today?
I made my son do the same thing. I go, right now, now, today. It's just part of the process. And you know what?
Yeah.
You have the home you love. And what a treat if you can actually bring the monthly payment down even a little bit, $100, $200, $3 in some cases.
Exactly. So if we see those interest rates come down just a hair, that means that summer's probably going to be competitive in the real estate market. I mean, typically spring into summer season is our busiest time of the year. But, you know, depending on what these interest rates do, I think we could be really It depends. We'll see. You know, last spring and summer was a frenzy. I mean, just July it started to taper off. But man, April, May, June was they were flying out the door.
Yeah, it got a little crazy. But you know what? That's kind of the mix. Get in, find your best deal, best transaction, best rates. That's all a part of the process, you know?
Yeah.
It really is. And that's what we're here definitely to help you with because we understand it.
Yeah. And, you know, I was talking to somebody the other day about this house purchase.
This new house that we're in right
yes,
here?
the one that we're in right now.
Natalie and I bought. We don't just sit around. We
don't sit around. So I had said that, you know, our friend is an appraiser. And he said, oh, my gosh, you guys are buying that one. That's such a good deal. And he said, it's good to know that there are still good deals out there. And I said, there are if you know where to look.
That's right.
I mean, and we found these, you know, on the MLS. So
they've been sitting, just kind of languishing because, you know, sometimes it's just not the right property for somebody. But then you get into it, rehab, and all of a sudden it's like the most desirable property. Everybody wants it now. It's really unique. So there really is opportunity out there. We just have to look for it.
Yeah.
But,
So if you are looking for a place to buy, don't be scared about all the hype, all the news. Just take a deep breath.
Don't get caught up in it. Don't freak out. Don't get caught up in it. Find
Talk-
out the real news from us.
Right, exactly. Talk to your loan officer. Talk to your real estate agent. If you don't have a real estate agent, give us a call because we can help you.
Always, and happy to.
And don't panic, okay? Don't buy into the hype and the fear. What you are looking for is a place to settle. With your family, with your friends, you are looking for a place that gives you security for the time to come so that you don't have to be panicked about all this stuff. You know, if you already got locked in at a 3.25 interest rate 2 years ago, you don't care what the interest rates are doing right now. I mean, it's only if you're actively buying something that you're so worried about it, but it really doesn't matter. If you can afford those payments, if you can make it work, then the security of having a home is really what you need to focus on.
Oh, absolutely. And then worry about reducing those payment prices later when that opportunity pops up. And it always does. It always does. It's real estate, people. It always does.
So what are your predictions for the summer market?
I think that it's going to be a little bit tight. We still have a little bit of inventory that really kind of needs to pop up. But I think we're going to start seeing that, especially as we approach October. You know, by the end of summer, we're going to see a little bit more. And I'm expecting those interest rates to be really pretty awesome by then. We're going to see them lower throughout the summer. But I think after our summer season is over, I think it's even better news. So
yeah. I'm ready to refi.
I know. I might be ready to refi by the end of October myself. But we'll keep you posted on that.
We'll keep you posted. So thank you for joining us. If you have any questions for us, drop them in the comments, and we will see you next time on Chat with Nat. This is Natalie Oman with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices California Properties, DRE 02085495.
And this is Karen Heyrend with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices California Properties, DRE number 10379798.
Perfect. All right, we'll see you guys next time.